Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump has said that the United States and Iran could sign a peace agreement as soon as this weekend, potentially reopening shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking at the White House, Trump has said the US had reached a great settlement with Iran and suggested the deal could be finalized very soon, maybe over the weekend in Europe. He added that the Strait would officially reopen once the agreement is signed. However, Iran has said on Friday that it has not yet reached a final decision on a proposed agreement with the United States, despite President Donald Trump's announcement of a great settlement to end the conflict. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman, Esmail Bakai, has said that Tehran had not finalized the deal, after Trump said he expected an agreement to be signed in Europe within days.
President Donald Trump said he has cancelled the planned military strikes against Iran after claiming that ongoing discussions with Tehran have reached the highest levels of the Iranian leadership. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said the scheduled bombings were called off after key issues received approval from multiple regional stakeholders, including Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Turkey, Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, and Egypt. However, he added that the US naval blockade would remain in place until a final agreement is concluded, with details of a signing ceremony to be announced later.
The United States and Iran have traded air attacks for a second straight day. The US military said its latest attacks targeted military surveillance capabilities, communication systems, and air defense sites across Iran, in response to what it called Tehran's unwarranted and continued aggression. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it had launched counterattacks on 18 US military targets at air bases in Kuwait and Bahrain, as well as the US Navy's Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. It later said it had also targeted the Al Azraq air base in Jordan for a second night running.
Meanwhile, a senior Iranian lawmaker has accused the United States of being unable to make clear decisions as tensions continue, despite efforts to revive diplomacy. Head of the National Security Committee in Iran's parliament, Ebrahim Azizi, made the remarks as indirect talks between Washington and Tehran reportedly intensify following recent exchanges of attacks in the Gulf. According to sources familiar with the negotiations, key sticking points remain unresolved, including the release of billions of dollars in frozen Iranian assets.
A Ukrainian strike has disrupted water supplies in parts of the Russian-controlled Donetsk region. Authorities say the attack damaged energy infrastructure, causing a power outage at a water treatment facility and cutting supplies to Donetsk, Yasinovata, and parts of Makiyivka. The incident comes as fighting continues across eastern Ukraine, with infrastructure remaining a key target in the ongoing conflict. China has confirmed the arrest of a US citizen identified as Min Zin on suspicion of espionage and activities allegedly endangering China's national security. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said the individual has been placed under criminal compulsory measures in accordance with Chinese law, and that the US Consulate General in Guangzhou has been notified. The announcement follows reports that the American citizen went missing in the southwestern Chinese city of Kunming last week.
On the other hand, at least 16 people have been killed and dozens more injured in a wave of Israeli airstrikes and drone attacks across southern Lebanon. The deadliest strike hit a residential area in the city of Tyre, killing 8 people and wounding 32 others. The attacks come despite a ceasefire reached earlier this month and have intensified concerns about renewed regional escalation. Meanwhile, Hezbollah says it launched rocket attacks against Israeli forces near the border, while Lebanese President Joseph Aoun reiterated that lasting stability requires an Israeli withdrawal from Lebanese territory.
Julian Quiñones and Raúl Jiménez have guided Mexico to a winning start at the 2026 World Cup, defeating South Africa on Thursday night. Quiñones has opened the scoring in the 9th minute at Estadio Azteca after capitalising on a mistake by South Africa defender Svepelo Sithole. The striker has calmly slotted the ball past goalkeeper Ronwen Williams before celebrating with teammates and substitutes. Mexico have taken advantage of South Africa's defensive lapses to launch their World Cup campaign with an important victory. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.